G'day, guys. Right, we have a new beta build that's just come out today. The notes for it. I'm going to. This is my main, by the way. If you didn't know, there I am. Blop, 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 blop. Okay, we're going to dismiss Pet because I don't want there to be flapping in my video the whole time from Jetwing there. Get lost. Okay, as you can see, bought the Epic Edition because I kept my promise. Now, we've got a new beta build. I have been deliberately waiting to give my feedback on Hunter for the second week. So I will be writing on the forums and putting up a video of my feedback on Hunter as of today and tomorrow. And the reason is, by the time I got around to writing all of my notes for it, let me show you my notes quickly, just so you get an idea of how many I have had. This is all my notes on the four talent trees and what I think is good and bad, etc. And I haven't posted any of this because by the time I got finished with all those notes, it was like Sunday. And I figured I'll be repeating people mostly, and I'll also be saying stuff that is already going to be out. So here is today's notes. So let's like get it in picture a bit better, like this. Beauty. What? No. Like that. Right. And we're going to read through the Hunter changes now. I haven't seen these yet, but I'm hoping that a lot of this makes a lot of my notes absolutely pointless. So let's have a read through. Hunter changes. This is about 7 days after the first Hunter rework. So these are the updates they've did. Trailblazer and Pathfinder have swapped positions in the talent tree. This is one of my suggested things, so that's very good. I will delete that from my notes. Fixed an issue causing post-haste to only grant 25% movement speed, now grants the full 50% movement speed. So they've basically buffed it to be back the same as live, which I appreciated because they made it a 1-point talent, but they made it only worth one of the points. And so now they've made it worth the full amount on beta as well, which means that Hunter didn't just get a mobility nerf, because at the moment on beta, it's just plain slower. Right, fixed an issue causing Born to be Wild to falsely claim to reduce the cooldown of Survival of the Fittest. Okay, so one of the big things everyone was pog champing out about on Hunter is that Survival of the Fittest was going to be a 1-minute cooldown at 30% DR with 2 charges. This was not true. This Born to be Wild did claim that it was going to reduce Survival of the Fittest, but it's not. They've moved that to the Lone Survivor talent. Fair enough. And they've removed it from Born to be Wild. So it is going to be a 1.5-minute cooldown with 2 charges at 30%. Much more along the lines of other classes. This makes sense. Everyone's going to say, oh, it's been nerfed. It's not been nerfed. This is fine. This is good. This is acceptable. This is how it should be. Hero talent, Sentinel. Good. Sentinel needed tuning. It was OP. Symphonic Arsenal damage reduced by 40%. Okay, Symphonic Arsenal was like an AoE talent that was doing just the most ridiculous damage on beta ever. It was just like you do a big pull, you'd do 5.5 million DPS on a pull, and 25 to 30% of that was just this Symphonic Arsenal talent. And everyone was like, oh my god, MM is so good, MM is the best class ever, MM's OP, yeah, everyone should swap to MM. They've obviously just tuned that, like, hello. Symphonic Arsenal's target capture was reduced as well, so this is another nerf to its overall damage. This is also a good thing. That was too strong. Moving on. Beast Mastery. Thrill of the Hunt now properly stacks to 3 times. Good. War Orders now properly grants 50... Okay, this is huge. So, War Orders, currently on live, it is a 2-point talent, which gives 50% chance to reset. on beta, it's been reduced to a 1-point talent, which is like this, a 25% chance to reset. To be honest, thought that was fine, but they are buffing it so that it is going to be worth the full amount for 1 point, which is very, very strong. I'm surprised they're making this change. It's going to mean even more kill commands for Beast Mastery. I don't think that's necessary, but why not? The position of Hunter's Prey and Wild Call have been swapped. This is literally one of my suggestions on BM. It says right here, blah, 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 blah. Swap places with Wild Call. Yeah, they did it. I can delete that line. Very good. Killer Cobra in Gate 2 has been renamed to Venomous Bite. That's because we had two talents with the same name. It's now called Venom's Bite. I still think it's a bad talent. Hunt Master's Call is providing a substantial amount of damage despite how easy it is to access. Yes, it is doing a lot of damage. This is the talent that summons Fenrir or Hattie, which, again, I'm sure that Hattie has got a better pronunciation than that. Hattie sounds lame. Huntmaster's Calls had the following adjustments. Damage reduced. Hattie now increases the damage by less. Hattie and Fenrir's attack damage has been normalized and reduced. This is fine. That was doing I'm talking like Fenrir was doing like 9.5%, and Hattie was doing like 8% plus buffing stuff, plus giving haste. It was like a 20% damage bonus just to take this talent. It was so stupid. So that's good. Hunters have new visuals and sound effects when Huntmaster's Call summons Hattie or Fenrir. Cool, so it's probably like a howl or something. Great. Kill command damage is increased by 8%. Dire Beast damage increased by 10%. Dire Beast now grants 20 focus. I assume this is when summoned. So this is just some tuning. Fine, great. Okay, that is not all the changes I was wanting for BM, but they are very good changes for BM. So great. Survival Harpoon and Aspect of the Eagle are now baseline. Holy crap, that's amazing. Really? Wow, that's so good. Fury of the Eagle will now properly benefit from Tip of the Spear. Fury of the Eagle does not consume a stack of Tip of the Spear until the channel ends. This doesn't... Immediately this makes me think, okay, so you can get the damage bonus and then you clip it before the end. You can interrupt it with another spell and gain and double dip on Tip of the Spear. I hope that's not the case because I don't want to do that. Contagious Reagent no longer plays the Serpent Sting animation or audio multiple times. Yeah, okay, so it was really annoying. Terms of engagement is now located where Harpoon used to be. That's good. Exposed Flank has been redesigned. Okay, great. Flanking Strike exposes a weakness in your target's defenses, causing it to strike 2 additional targets at 100% effectiveness and causing Kill Command to hit 2 additional nearby enemies for 10 seconds. Okay. For 10, this is a massive buff. At the moment, I think all it does is allow Kill Command to hit 2 by nearby enemies. It doesn't do it for 10 seconds, and it doesn't have Flanking Strike hit 2 additional enemies either. So this is a huge buff to this talent and its cleave possibilities. Flanking Strike is going to be so strong in the War Within. Explosive Shot now benefits from and consumes Tip of the Spear. Yeah, this was a problem. Following changes are targeted at smoothing out Survival's rotation such that you can reasonably maintain a spell priority, aren't munching procs, and will have a more actively manage your focus economy. We'll continue to read feedback and adjust Survival's action and focus economy as necessary. Okay, so action and focus economy on Survival is its main problem right now. It has too much focus and too many actions to do at once. So it's not very smooth or intuitive. It's great because like everything's up all the time and you always have an amazing GCD to push and you're bam, 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 bam. But it doesn't like it's not smooth right now. So this is what they're doing. I don't really know how just fixing bugs from consuming tip of the spear is like part of that, and buffing flanking strike is part of that, because none of this has addressed any um of the following changes. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going then. Fixed an issue that was causing flankers advantage to substantially increase kill command's chance to reset its cooldown and substantially increase tip of the spear's damage bonus. Okay, so that was bugged. Flanking strike damage increased by 40%, now costs focus. Okay, this is a huge change. So they've buffed the crap out of flanking strike, and I was like, holy crap, flanking strike's going to be OP, and now they made it a spender. Excuse me. So that makes tons of sense. It was generating focus before, and now it costs focus. This makes loads of sense. Wildfire bomb now costs some focus. That was free before. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was stupid before when I read this and then went backwards. This is going forwards. Wildfire bomb cost focus, great. Explosive expert now reduces wildfire cooldown by 1 to 2 seconds, so less bombs. Wildfire infusion now makes kill command reduce the cooldown of it by less. Grenade juggler now makes explosive shot reduce the cooldown by less. Grenade Juggler now causes Wildfire Bomb to have a 25% chance to also fire an explosive shot at your target. Okay, so this is a GCD issue, and this is awesome. Grenade Juggler makes Wildfire shoot free explosive shots instead of reset the cooldown of explosive shot. That's a great change. Love it. Makes the simpler, less GCDs, more fun, more bam, bam, bam. Bombardier now grants 2 free charges of explosive shot after it ends. It used to make it have no cooldown and cost no focus. So yeah, Bombardier was weird. It was like you got this little window at the end of Coordinated Assault that made you go like pew 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 and have to push explosive shot 4 times in a row. Now it's just going to give 2 charges of explosive shot and you can push them whenever. This is very good. So this makes a ton of sense for survival. I'm surprised there were no marksman changes, but okay. I have quite a lot of notes for marksman. So it's a little bit disappointing to not see any marksman changes, but that's okay. I'm not scared. I'd rather see 0 changes than a few bad changes, because I feel like what that means is our changes for marksman are not ready for this build and we'll see them next week. That's my hopium version for this. Okay, all these changes that they've done are great. I would like to see a few more for Beast Mastery and possibly not a few more for Survival. Possibly Survival is just good now. I wanted to see a coordinated assault rework, but we'll talk about that in another video. So this was my react to changes. We will be coming up on this channel. There will be a video feedback of all 4 specs, like 1 video each, and I will go through the feedback I'm putting on the forums for it. I will be doing that soon. So look for that. Cheers, good luck, have fun.